Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Aries. So Aries, as usual, I've done this reading with my own deck of cards, so the cards you'll see are from this deck. And Aries, today your reading feels like a meditation session. Like, I feel like saying to you, just breathe in, breathe out, take a moment for yourself. You need a breather, you need to relax, because everything here is talking about visualizing something into creation. It's like the success that you are envisioning, it needs your full relaxed state of being, of mind, but also of like your body, and mainly your heart in alignment with your body. So it's almost like come to this standstill position, which is, I'm seeing it as, a meditative position, like, sitting with your crossed legs, in order to really, close your eyes and take a deep breath, because there are things internally and emotionally, especially, that you are needing to deal with and process, and yet there are practical things that you are concerned about. So I feel like there could be like a duality here, something physical or financial or some sort of practical issue is taking your peace a little bit, and this is causing in you this emotional turmoil that you, well, the message here in the cards, Aries, is clearly take a moment to just breathe in, to, just take 5 minutes of your day to sit down and relax, and instead of worrying about anything, it's like take a seat, think about only what you want to accomplish, and visualize earning it, accomplishing it, achieving it, whatever you're setting yourself out to do. But instead of doing it practically right now, everything that will come practically afterwards, it's going to be initiated because of this moment of adjustment of your own visualizations. It's like you need to revision, in a sense, whatever you are seeing with your mind's eye, because right now it feels like you're a bit all over the place, emotionally at least. So let's begin with the cards, because we're already 3 minutes in. So this is, opening up your card with the Queen of Cups. It's already showing me this side of you that is more vulnerable, that is more open-hearted, that is more, the word actually that came through, and, even though you're an Aries, you're a fire sign, right? You're all in. I feel like this is, this reading in particular, this energy for this moment is showing a side of more vulnerability, of more fragility. That was the word that I heard with this card, fragility. And so it's like exposing your insecurities, your internal insecurities, things that really make your heart exposed, in a sense. And so with this card also, after I heard this word fragility, it's almost like there is this feminine side in you that, with all of your outer strength, right, sometimes it gets buried. And so this reading is talking about just stay still for a little bit, don't bother rushing into things, because you're not going to gain anything from, just taking 5 minutes of meditation, in the day. So do not rush into resolving practical issues at this moment, because right now what is, in focus here, starting with the Queen of Cups, is your heart, is your emotional well-being, I want to say. And so the guidance of this card right away, it's interesting because everything today is not coming through, the final guidance at the end of the reading. It's like from the beginning of this reading, this guidance of just take a deep breath, you know, sit down, relax, don't rush into resolving anything, because it's like it's all about in the mind. It's like there are things in your mind that only with, you know, perhaps, you know, a 5-minute meditation in your day will help you to regain the the practical abilities that you have already, and all the elements are already there. But for now, this is what you have to focus on. It's like focus in your heart, focus in what is going on emotionally, especially because we have the Three of Swords. And yes, this card was coming through as a bit of a hit, like an emotional hit, because here you came, right, with the Queen of Cups, with your heart exposed, with your insecurities exposed, with this fragile side of you emerging really powerfully, not denying it, Aries, I want to say, but, you know, facing whatever thing hurt you, whatever recent experience, I want to say, that was bringing all of these emotional feelings to the surface, right? That are, you know, this is only happening, I want to say, because this is pointing towards what you need to focus right now. That is this fragile side of you that is, you know, exposing your heart that perhaps was hurt recently. And so here it's coming through with, you know, the heartbroken image from the traditional tarot, but it's coming through as something that you can restore, that you can recover from, if you stand still for a little second. So with these two cards following, and it's interesting because although you're coming very powerfully as the Queen of Cups, right? There are a lot of Pentacle cards here. So I feel like there is some sort of practical concern of yours, or some sort of, you know, financial decision that you have to make, or practical arrangement that you have to, you know, just start it somehow, right? But I feel like for now, dealing with the practical issues will not help resolve this emotional turmoil that is provoked by this recent experience of yours, that perhaps, yes, it needs dealing with it in a practical sense, but it has caused you this emotional pressure in a sense, because, you know, I'm feeling like a pressure in my heart, that the practical side will be dealt with in due time, not right now. And it is actually here at the end of the reading, but for now, the Four of Pentacles leading towards the Five of Pentacles, it's talking about, well, this card came through with an image of a chair. So sit down. It was clearly, you know, stating this fact. Whatever you're hurting from, trying to find a practical solution for it will not bring you the answer that you're looking for. So sit down. It's like these two cards are talking about sit down and stand still. It's like you have to stay where you are, like just find a comfortable seating area where you can just take a moment for yourself to deal with this Three of Swords energy, to deal with this hit, to deal with this pressure in your heart, because it is practically doing what you need to do in this very moment. Later on, there will be steps following, right, that will require other things, I want to say. But the first practical resolution, right, that the cards are showing me is find a chair, sit down, and stay there. This is what it's needed. And after that, it's time to refocus your vision. So the Two of Wands is coming through as visualization. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. Visualization. Okay, whatever. So this is talking about after you find a place for you to sit down and you actually sit down, you take this moment to, you know, inhale and exhale and just close your eyes and focus inward, right? With this Two of Wands is like, this is showing me like this third eye vision, because whatever you try to focus your, you know, your human eyes on practical things, right? It will not be useful right now. What is going to really change your focus is if you close your eyes and you focus in this third eye energy, which is this new vision that is coming through, this recalibration of your of the images that will help you bring logic, I want to say, and the sense of accomplishment, because we have the King of Pentacles next. So whatever you are seeing with your mind's eye, right, that is reigniting, right? One suit is also fire. So in the midst of all the pentacles, right, which is a foreign energy to you, Aries, I want to say, it's like for you to deal with something practically, you need to be inspired in a sense. You need to have this you know, inner desire, inner force, inner strength that will guide you, that will set you in motion in a sense. But before that, there is this it's like this recalibration of this vision, right, of this internal image of whatever you need to do next. And because it's coming through as the King of Pentacles, this is not necessarily coming through as another person, although it could be, you know, as soon as you close your eyes, perhaps because of this recent experience, you may associate it with someone. But this is the trick here, Aries, for you, and this is what the guidance from the cards are talking about. Stand still for a second, because if you're in a hurry to resolve the issue, it's like, instead of looking at this one, and you know, they're coming through as Pentacles energies too. So perhaps it's like you owe something to them, or them to you, or they caused you this emotional discomfort, or whatever it is related to someone. It's like you're only going to see the resolution coming from this interaction with them. But the clear message of the Two of Wands is, instead of seeing the solution coming from this other person, what this card is talking about is shift this visualization between, you know, from the blaming perhaps side of it, right, or this strict association of whatever hurt or of whatever issue that you have at hand right now that is causing all of this unrest, right, inside of you emotionally, and is putting you in this very fragile place, I want to say. It's like, deal with it in a way that there is no one else other than you associated with it, associated with the resolution of it, right? It does not depend on anyone else. It depends on how you see your own success, your own ability to pursue this resolution, right? To see this King of Pentacles of this energy of achieving something, of accomplishing something, right? Of reaching this goal of, you know, something that you have the ability to do. It's like you have everything and all the, well, not only the energy, right, which you are, you know, finding inspiration on how to act upon this, right? And you know, seeing beyond whoever comes across, if there is this image associated to another, because it's beyond them, right? It's your way to deal with practical matters, including relationships, right, with other people that are also embodied, right? So with the Seven of Pentacles following, it's like, if you it's like, if you see beyond this person, and if you see this image, this reframing of your vision, your internal vision, and see that you have everything that is required to find the solution, you will find it. This solution is at hand. The elements, the practical elements that you need are there. It's just a matter of refocusing this mind's eye perspective instead of blaming it on another, right? Or not blaming. This could be like, oh, my solution is only possible if this person lends me money, or if this person invests in my business. Or it's like, it's not about this other person or the resources that they have or they lack, right? It's not about them. It's about you and finding whatever you have beyond them. You see? I hope this is clear enough, but because really everything that I'm seeing here could be summed up as take a moment for yourself, just take a deep breath, put, some, calming music, or perhaps, light up an incense, or just make yourself feel comfortable at staying where you are, staying still without the need or the rush to find solution for anything, because everything is already there. It's just this shift in perspective to reframe whatever you're now seeing as the possible solution, and how things can come their way, yes, with your energy, with your effort, with your time, but it's all already there, right? You don't need to blame or to rely on anyone. Instead, you can find this inside yourself. But yes, it is showing a side of you that is very vulnerable. It is very open. It is very exposed. So it's like being honest with yourself, right? And stating that to yourself in this new exercise of visualization, right? So I'm going to pull more cards in the extended, and also I'm going to pull from the astrological rooms to see where this is going, right? What's coming next, perhaps. So if you want to join me there, I'll be happy to see you. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye, Aries.